Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I get asked this question a lot. Does my truck burn oil? So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna check to see if my truck burns oil. All right, it's up to operating temperature. You see I got 165 hours on it and I've gone 5,950 miles. And it was technically due at 61,759. So I've gone 950 miles over. And you guys have known that I have done an oil analysis test at 7,258 miles and my oil was still good. So we decided for me to go 10,000 miles to see if my oil was still good. But the question I got asked was, does my truck burn oil? Do I have to keep adding oil to it? Well, now we're up to operating temperature. You see my truck's not running. We're going to pop the hood, we're going to check the oil. Oh, and by the way, I am using amsoil. And just to let you know that 165 hours, if you multiply that by 30, because there's technically 1 hour equals 30 miles, that comes out to 4,950, which is actually less than my 5,950. So that's 1,000 miles on hours less than what I've actually driven. So keep that in mind as well. All right, oil dipstick. Got my handy dandy rag. Poked out. And wow, we're gonna wipe that bad boy off. Trying to do this with one hand. Stick it back down in the hole. And you can see, if I can get it to focus, it's right in between the hash marks. And it's only been sitting for a minute or two. There's the hash marks. So let's wipe that off again and check it again. So far, no, it looks like it has not been burning oil. Right at the full mark. So to answer your question, no, it hasn't been burning oil. If I just let this sit there a little bit longer, then we'll actually get an accurate reading. You know, a minute or two is not good enough for it all drain back down there. So what we'll do is we'll let that sit for a minute and then we'll come back and check it. The reason I'm doing this is because I run amsoil. You guys know I run amsoil. I always maintain my stuff. And there's always people, you shouldn't go that far, you should change it every 3,000 miles, not 5,000 or 10,000. I'm doing this for testing purposes. Usually I do it at 5,000 miles, but my oil analysis shows that I can go further. Now, am I telling you to go 10,000 miles? No, I'm telling you to get an oil analysis done so you can see how much further you can go, okay? That's all I'm trying to tell you. And I'm answering somebody's question of, does my truck burn oil? I've never had to add any oil to my truck, and it's been a very good truck to me. So let's go back and check this. It's dead on. Dead on. And it does not smell like fuel. And you know, for 6,000 miles, that actually doesn't look bad. So to answer your question, no, my truck does not burn oil. My truck runs great, but you guys should always check your oil. Always check the level of your oil. No, it doesn't smell like fuel. My truck does not have fuel dilution. I don't sit there and idle it, and I don't do short trips. So with that being said, if you guys want some amsoil products, I'll put a link down in the description for you to get some. And I'll also put a link to Lake Speed, which is the Motor Oil Geek speed diagnostics, so you can send your oil off so you can get use the oil analysis to see what your motor is doing your engine is doing and your oil, and see if you can go further on your oil. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.